And he basically just continues on like he's never gonna get caught. And maybe he never will. Maybe he really is that smart. Until years go by. And one day in 2002, this sergeant from the local sheriff's office, she starts looking into cold cases. And she stumbles upon the case of Linda's death. And she's like, all right, I'll take a look at this. And she starts re-examining all the evidence. And she immediately zeroes in on the victim's husband at the time, Curry. I mean, he was with her in the hospital when the IV bags were tampered with, and Linda had previously told police that he was the only one who could have poisoned her, so bro is looking really suspicious right now. And so this sergeant spends a really long time looking into this, going over old files, re-interviewing old witnesses, everything she can do. Then, 4 years later, she finally has enough evidence to take all this to the district attorney. Then the district attorney gets the toxicology report that was initially done on Linda further analyzed, a more modern analysis, because like 15 years have gone by since Linda was murdered, and toxicology analysis has greatly improved. And this new analysis shows that Linda had 50 to 100 times more nicotine in her blood than a regular smoker would have. 50 to 100 times. And Linda didn't even smoke. And so it's now confirmed that Linda died from nicotine poisoning, aka she was murdered. So with all this new evidence backing her up, the sergeant, who was originally working on the cold case, she travels over to Kansas and she brings Curry in for questioning. And she grills him and she gets him to confirm that he was home alone with Linda the night of her death. Meaning he's the only one who could have injected her with nicotine. And so, bam, Curry's arrested. Here's his mugshot. And so then Curry goes to trial, and finally, 20 years after Linda's death, he's found guilty, and he's sentenced to life in prison. Maybe he wasn't as smart as he thought.